everybody. We got a little dilemma at the moment. Yeah. Now, this is not a dilemma in the bad way that you like the reason you would have a spare on your tire or on your vehicle, because this is a mud Jeep. Well, I got some 35s, and we're gonna stuff them underneath this Jeep, which I only have one 35 on the tire right now. But we're gonna do some trimming and order spacers. And once everything gets here, I'll obviously finish this video up. And if I don't go that route, you won't see this. But my guess is you will. So this should be fun. The reason I need to get spacers, believe it or not, the front mostly clears. Not really, but mostly. Actually, the shocks hit the tire whenever, well, whenever you try and put the tire on, the shocks hit it. So can't be doing that. So I don't think we're gonna have to do any trimming in the back. We'll probably find out once everything gets here. But I do know we will need to on the front, which I've already bashed this piece in some, so I'm probably gonna bash this in more. Yes, there's rust, which may help us, but I'm gonna bash that in flat, and then in here, which I know this is part of the frame, but we might just swing a hammer at it a little bit, see if it bends at all. And then one thing on the front, which is a sway bar, which you can't really do anything about, so we're just gonna leave that. And then these are already smashed in. I don't know if I'll have to cut those at all or not. I don't think I should, but we will need to do this side, which this is the like the windshield wiper fluid tank. I'm gonna pull that out. It's a mud Jeep, and I don't even know if it works. It's got stuff in it, but it doesn't spray. So we're just gonna get rid of that and move on with life. I am kind of worried I might have to put a different exhaust on, which that might include patch it. Well, obviously, if I have to change this, take this off, patch this hole. We'll just come out through the hood because mud Jeep. That's why. So, and if you're wondering what the 35 looks like, it's a little big. Just just a little bit. Oh, goodness. Oh. Alright. Now it is a worn down 35, so it's not, I don't know. Oh, well, yeah. But here's the old Cummins. Old Cummins right here. Original Jeep tire, 35. And I'll throw pictures of what it looked like when I first tried stuffing it on the Jeep up. But here's a tight squeeze. I did have most of my, I could get steering wheel all the way turned to lock and then back somehow. But we're gonna figure some things out, and you'll see. I'm gonna do trimming in this video and whatnot, and then once the spacers and whatnot get here, I'll get the other tires put on, and should be ready to rock and roll. All right, so got you on the tripod right now, and we're just gonna smack this and see where it goes. Really don't want to have to cut anything major, because these are unibodies, so when you're cutting stuff like this, you're cutting the frame, and I'd rather not do that. But who cares? So maybe we'll cut stuff, maybe we won't. We'll just have to see where things go and find out along the way. Well, I'm huffing and puffing, but as you can see, she's smashed in. Don't ever do this to like a regular vehicle. I'm only doing this because it's a mud toy. It was $800. Now, this is called something like, oh, what do they call it? They call it a NorCal, where you smash your fenders in, so you can fit bigger wheels and tires. I did that on my first truck. I wouldn't recommend it. If the truck's rusty at all or anything, obviously rust is gonna fall out. But yeah, don't do this on a regular vehicle. It's a mud toy. Oh well, it's the worst thing that happened. But yeah, so guess I'm gonna keep whacking on this thing. Just checking here. Well, that is sound deadener, but you know, you don't need that in this thing. So, but I might try and, oh, my mic's close to my mouth here. I might try and beat this in a little more right here. Just that gap will fill with mud, and then the thing will rust more than it already is. You don't want that. You gotta keep the machines nice and pristine out here. But you know I'm joking. But you know, if you're wondering why I'm not in the shop, I made a mess of it. I don't want to pick it up yet. So once I get this done, maybe I'll pick it up. Probably should. But I'm gonna keep beating on this thing a little more. I don't really know how much you guys can see. I'll check here in a second. But and then get the spacers on the way and put the 35s on it. I do have so this thing does have a little lift kit on it. Lift kit, it's a puck. I'm gonna see if I can't put the rear one on. I don't think I need it yet, but we're gonna test it and find out. So. Alright, so I got the passenger side done. I am huffing and puffing because, I don't know, not athletic or whatever. I don't know. But here's what this side looks like. Looks terrible, but hopefully it'll get the job done. I haven't done the other side yet. I was kind of gonna give you a comparison. Here's the other side. Yeah, so we got a lot of work to do. I don't think I'll need to trim anything. But I'm gonna throw the 35 back on just to see if it fits right. Which I'm not gonna show you guys that. Sorry, not until the end of the video. But yep, I just wanted to show you guys a little bit of what the difference was between them, and still got to cut up the front, obviously, and cut. I got to take these old horns out; they're still stuck in there. But you know, and then we're gonna try and see if she'll cruise around on 35s. That should be interesting. Might need to do a little more bending and hammering, but for now we should be alright, I think. I don't know. I'm going to test fit the 35 and then we'll figure out where we're going from there. So. Alright. Alrighty, so I did a little test with the 35, and we rubbed. Just a little bit right there. And a lot of bit right there. Now I am gonna get spacers, which you guys already know. But I am gonna beat some of this in because I don't have the wheel on right now. I'm gonna beat in some of this right here just to get it more tucked. And even this, which once again, part of the frame basically, but it's not gonna matter. Mud rig, she'll get her done. If we break stuff, we can fabricate something and make it new or something like new. But well, I'm gonna throw it back on a tripod and smack on this thing some more and probably order the spacers. Still haven't done that, but alrighty. Alright, so I got the passenger side done. I am huffing and puffing because, I don't know, not athletic or whatever. I don't know. But here's what this side looks like. Looks terrible, but hopefully it'll get the job done. I haven't done the other side yet. I was kind of going to give you a comparison. Here's the other side. Yeah, so we got a lot of work to do. I don't think I'll need to trim anything. But I'm going to throw the 35 back on just to see if it fits right. Which I'm not going to show you guys that. Sorry. Not until the end of the video. But, yep. I just wanted to show you guys a little bit of what the difference was between them. And still got to cut up the front, obviously. And I'll cut. I got to take these old horns out. They're still stuck in there. But you know. And then we're going to try and see if she'll cruise around on 35s. That should be interesting. Might need to do a little more bending and hammering. But for now, we should be alright. I think. I don't know. I'm going to test fit the 35 and then we'll figure out where we're going from there. Alright, what's going on, everybody? Yes, I'm wearing different clothes. It's not a different day, just later in the day. But we have to rerun the exhaust because if you remember, it came out the fender on the driver's side. See, like this right here. I threw a little rain cap on it just for fun. But with the 35 being on there, it's not gonna clear that. So we're gonna make sure I can see where we're at here. We're gonna take this piece, probably just grind these welds off, and then possibly just flip this and run straight through the hood here. It's already got holes cut in it. Not gonna tear it, or not gonna worry anymore about it. I do have a question, so just leave your answer in the comments if you want to comment. Most of you probably won't because you watch it on your TVs. Not judging, just saying a lot of you watch it on TV instead of like phones or computers. But anyway, so I have this. I think it's a 3-inch little exhaust tip. Should I throw it on the old mud Jeep here, make it come out the hood, or should I keep the rain cap and
should, if I make it or put it on there right, it should just sit there and flap like a tractor, which would be pretty funny. But I don't know. Let me know. But I'm gonna get back to working on this thing. I'm gonna throw y'all on the tripod, and I might have to do the exhaust first. I don't know for sure, but that's a good possibility because I don't even know if I can fit the 35 in there. But all right, well, I'll throw y'all on a time lapse, and you'll just see where we go. All right, as you can see, I don't care about my welds. As long as it holds, good enough for me. Basically, what I'm gonna do, I think this thing's still under the hood. Stuff out of the way here. Close this down, see if we're gonna touch. Can't see if it's touching or not, but all right. Got a light. That's why we left the hole in there so we can see if it's touching. It's not, which is not good, but it's not bad. Ow. Beautiful. Trying to eyeball where this is gonna come out at. I guess I could always just reach my arm through here with a Sharpie and draw on it a little bit. Not a bad idea, actually. Just need to figure out extra pipe here because I'm kind of running low on the original exhaust. Pretty sure I took it to the scrapyard. So I'll figure something out, and it's probably gonna look terrible, but who cares? All right, I have figured something out for it. See this little bend here? We're gonna cut it right there. Next to that bend is about like the only straight piece I have. Funny enough, I found this on the side of the road. Driving along, I was like, "What is that?" And I got out, picked it up. It was attached to a glass pack, so I was like, "Huh, pretty interesting." So I brought it back. I was gonna just take it to the scrapyard, and I was like, "Wait, might need a glass pack someday." So now I have a glass pack sitting over on the shop shelf. Am I ever gonna use it? Probably not, and it's probably getting scrapped one day, but you never know. So always fun to have. All right, I've somewhat marked the spot with the light, so we're just gonna run a drill through, and then I got a hole saw to use for it. Oh, so all right, so after breaking my wrist like 5 times trying to drill this hole because of the little, I don't know, I guess you could call it a small cowl or whatever. Got the hole drill. Yeah, got the hole drilled. Yeah. Anyway, Alright, so I just spent a good like 8 minutes smashing, caving in this driver's fender. Uh, yeah, I thought it was on time lapse while I was doing it. It was not. And now I have a solid 8 minutes of me just smacking the crap out of this fender. But here's the other side. Little baby tire on it. But I'm going to test fit the 35 real quick. And then probably call it a night for tonight.